Hello, YouTubers. Long time no speak. I hope life has been treating you well during this glorious summer. I hope you've been able to make those wise and significant changes to your lives to make improvements on any of your situations. I hope you implemented any new dynamics and set any new boundaries to any old relationships, or released any old relationships altogether. At least the ones that didn't serve you any longer. The greatest thing, and also the most painful thing, is making change in your life. It's always hard to see wisdom over the horizon from any change in actions you take upon yourself today. Sometimes the changes you'll make require massive amounts of blind faith in order to ultimately see any value. Change that is truly productive will take you to such heights or to such depths in understanding. Not challenging means that you just continue on in your slumber, your unexamined lifestyle. I personally think life is about constant progress. The benefit of change is progress, yet not exclusively only progress. Sometimes change takes you back a couple of steps in order to do some garage cleaning, but if you do it right and you do it successfully, you'll move ahead 3 steps. Change is not perfect. Change is not linear. The other difficult part of change is moving ahead in ways that align more with your intuition and not your basic logic or linear thinking or rational arguments. Life is anything but rational. Life is heavily emotional and even painfully bland all at the same time. It's usually most wise to find some balance in between all of that. Balance will allow outlook, new observation, new evaluation, breakthroughs in meaning, discovering deeper emotional relevance in some experience or opportunity you're going through. Linear, rational existence tends to lock us into a two-way, dual survival mode type of thinking. Life is anything but simple or two-way. It's complex on levels we haven't even considered yet fully. Emotion contributes to change too, not just logic, and can take you down tangents which can be quite fulfilling. Heart-centered thinking can lead you down paths you would never have thought to travel in any linear, rational, survivor world of thinking. Feeling and instinct can get you deeper into certain things that are going on just under your awareness limit, or in giving you more possibility for your life. Feeling and instinct can get you into thinking in magical ways, supernatural and unexpected ways, rather than just rational, linear, and cause and effect ways. Listening quietly to how your instinct feels about certain choices that you have in front of you can lead you to some more meaningful outcomes in this quantum life path existence we're all in. It's kind of like making a bet, taking a chance, and finding greater reward by having taken a chance, a leap of faith in your intuition. Some would argue that letting your mind, your logic, your brain control all of your actions is a bit too headstrong, where you'll miss out on the potential of greater things from ever happening. Proceeding through your life with your heart, your wishes, your hope, your intuition can be assisted by the spirits, guiding you to make your best decisions, not based on logic, not based on your linear thinking, but based on the bigger picture that they have available to them and that you don't have yet. Faith and intuition is your satellite dish, which you have, which can pick up on your guiding spirits, your ancestors, whatever, for messages that are helpful in subtle ways without interfering in your free will, of course. You have the final choice to accept, to hear, or not. You also have the choice in plowing through life like a bull in a china shop, only to follow your logic and what you can currently see based on what you can see at your fingertips. And that can lead to boredom, missed opportunity, routine, lack of passion. If you allow your intuition, your senses, and your emotion guide you, sometimes spirit and ancestors can lead you out of bad choices, bad paths, and guide you back onto a proper, more beneficial path for you, if you let them speak and influence you. It all depends on whether your perspective is that you're the only one in the universe, or whether you're amongst other things in this universe that you're in. What are those other things of the universe? Are there only 8 billion other things or souls? Or could it be that there's more to this life than just the 8 billion visible, ego-driven people, the existences and awarenesses and perspectives of those 8 billion people? I don't know about you, but I'm not encouraged lately by the absence of human decency, the human sympathy that I'm just not seeing happening in our world right now. We could use any bit of help from spirit, creators, or ancestors that is available, as far as I'm concerned. It seems to me that there are 8 billion people, a good portion of which are confused, depressed, disheartened, cynical, jaded, untrusting, and unloving, both to themselves and to others. And we're leaning towards a world of anarchy, wanting to destroy everything around us for whatever our motivations are. And yet there are still those who are not allowing this to affect what's inside them, what they hold inside their heart and their soul. There are those that have either literally forced themselves to or chose to voluntarily choose optimism. Whatever the mechanism is, they're able to see and create optimism in the midst of blandness, negativity, or chaos. I choose to surround myself with people who have that optimism and hope for that future world. I take no pleasure in seeing pain in people. It's not funny. It's not entertainment. It's not productive. And it goes counter to what the whole point of life is. It is not here to engage us in misery and destruction. It is here for us to learn from and benefit from. There are those clever forces in this world that really press people, press the masses to engage in competition, one-upmanship, ultra-capitalism, without an iota of responsibility to their neighbor, for their neighbor. It confuses me because it just leads us to an ending where the handful of billionaires that you can count on 2 hands are left with everything, and the other billions of people have nothing. How is that enjoyable for them? How is that rewarding? How is that beneficial? Why should they participate in that kind of world where they're not one of those handful of billionaires? People are apathetically giving away their birthright and their opportunity and their optimism. Everyone is searching for some almighty dollar or yen or Deutschmark or yuan. Money cannot fill that hole in the middle of your chest. Remember, you can only wear so many suits, so many watches, so many hats at any one time. It is also getting hard even to watch the nightly news anymore, what is promoted and shown to us. It's soul after soul fighting with each other in some sort of fight of rightness. It's aggressive promotion of some form of a myopic perfection that everybody's holding high. It's one where you have to beat your neighbor into submission because they're too dumb to think for themselves, right? Or so you think. The art of communication and compassion is surely being dumbed down, perhaps by design, from those that want to sell us things. Well, you can't manufacture friendship at a factory. You can't buy a box of kindness at any local store or fast food outlet. Kindness and trust have become so foreign that they scare us when we witness them. Our first inclination is fight or flight. Our second inclination is, what's this guy actually trying to get from me? The fear and the pessimism are unbelievable. Going back to the point at the beginning of my video, I think change is required now more than ever. The path we are going down is sterile. It's emotionless. It's lending sometimes more towards vindictiveness. And people are taking pleasure in each other's misfortune or their shame. Wouldn't it be interesting to be in a world where people try to build each other up rather than try to tear them down? Perhaps sometimes we don't even experience that maybe it's something we experience in our own families. The tearing down, the cynicism. It's hard to know why people end up behaving the way they do. Where did they learn this? Was it from a video game? Was it from a movie, a TV show they watched? Or was it because the internet raised us? Because dual working parents were desperately trying to keep a roof over their kids' heads? Who's doing the raising? Who's doing the modeling of the behavior? It is a real challenge in life to do the things that are right, because it's not usually rewarded. Integrity is now a joke. It's not appreciated. It's not rewarded. It's a bumper sticker with no meaning anymore. National pride has taken on an all-new meaning. It seems there are numerous nations all existing within the unitary nation, the unitary flag. I think there are people that A, are asleep to the problem, and B, I think there are people that are awake to the problem, but they're hoping some savior is going to come down and save them from the world they exist in. Because in B, the path of least resistance, they don't have to participate in their own life. There's no responsibility. They just wait for somebody to come and fix it all for them. Well, someone has to fix the problem. And if you're awake, and it's you that's going to have to fix the problem. I guess the other half of my point of this video is the necessity for participation. We need to wake up to the fact that we're the only ones who are going to change things. We're the only one that is going to have to start with a participation, because no one else is going to fix this for us. And there's a high probability that someone may just actually see you making the change, you participating, and they might find courage in your example. So I'd encourage all of you beautiful viewers to join in whether it's creating an unmanicured, unprofessional video such as this one, just start speaking up. Tell the people of the world that you now see what's going on and you have something to say about it. Advocate for your awareness. You're now clued in. Advocate for your values, your perspective, your sense of right and wrong. Advocate for your hopes and dreams of whatever kind of place that you want to live in. What do you want from that city? What do you want from that country? What do you want it to look like? Are you willing to let someone else tell you what kind of country or city you're going to live in? Are you going to take charge and give it to yourself? Do you realize your own voice is every bit as important and valid as anyone else's? And just because they talk louder doesn't mean that they're talking more intelligently. Meeting their loudness with loudness or their aggression with aggression isn't likely going to change their mind. You have to advocate for wider participation. Those that will hear, will hear. Those who cannot are not your responsibility. You've tried. The rest falls on them. Most of them will default anyway to negativity and anarchy because it seems easier. But that's not good enough for you. You deserve better. You deserve a voice. Give that voice to yourself. Don't wait for it to be granted to you. You own it. There's a world full of don't like yous out there. That hasn't changed anything in history anyway. The don't like yous usually don't use logic in their own heart, their own decency when they're thinking or speaking. That is not on you. That's on them. You don't have to accept it. So rather than blithering on further, I just wanted to get a few points across where I think people need to take more responsibility for their living situation today, where possible. If you're not in any traumatic shape at the moment and you can spare some human goodwill, embrace change, get involved with some offer of participation, organize some participation in your community, and speak your mind, your heart, and your soul. Your voice counts, and it counts every bit as much as the next person's. God bless you all. God bless our ancestors and spirits. They are trying to guide us if we'll only listen to them. Start hearing their guidance rather than just marching like bulls in china shops. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Have a good night.